Okay, I don't know where to start right now. With the chaos that's going on in the world, and I heard the Dow yesterday had started out with almost a 500-point drop. It rebounded a little bit, but Trump is coming out, and everything him and Elon Musk is doing is just going to devastate this country. He doesn't care about any of us. How many of you are still falling for this trap of politics? Really? Come on. We know they lied to us. We said some people voted for Donald Trump because they said he wasn't a politician. This is true. He wasn't a politician. He was supposedly a billionaire. Is he really? No one will ever know because he doesn't want to release his taxes. Because he's under investigation, but he doesn't want to release them. He can release them anytime. Hell, he says he's about to release the JFK files just in the nick of time. Like, wow, we can finally hold the people responsible who are dead. But people voted for Donald Trump because he wasn't a politician, but he was a billionaire. Everybody we're electing is either rich or a politician. Now, the politicians are playing games. They're always playing games. They had many times where either Democrats were in total control or Republicans were in total control. If the Democrats have all the answers, when they controlled it, why didn't they push it through? Because just like the Republicans who didn't push it through when they had their opportunity, they'd like to have a scapegoat. Donald Trump's different. He has a scapegoat no matter what. 4 years down the line, things are tanking. America's close to being non-existent. He will blame Obama. It's the go-to catchphrase. Why? Why do you people fall for this every single time? You say you want a non-politician, then vote a non-politician. You say you don't want the rich to be in control, then don't make them a rich person. It's not that hard. You Google and TikTok and YouTube everything under the planet. You'll find out what Beyonce had for breakfast. But you will not look up who's running for president. You wait for the media to say who's running. Media is controlling you. They always have, always will. Look at the 2028 election. I am running. You don't know about it. Why? Because the media doesn't talk about it. Why don't they talk about it? Because I'm not raising money. Look at the debates. One of the rules to get on the debate is you had to raise so much money. Why do you have that as a rule? Because it's all about their money. It's all about their cheddar, their bank, whatever you want to call it. They're out for their cash grab. The media will tell you. Right now, they're already announcing who is going to run in 2028 on the Republican and Democratic side. Now, granted, they're already going to be talking about Donald Trump Jr. because of the name Trump, and they're already going to be talking about J.D. Vance because he's a VP. But they're adding other names to the list. Who's going to run on the Democratic side? Well, they're going to talk about Kamala Harris, of course, because she was the last one to run. Oh, hi, Sheba. My dog's begging me for something. Let's see what we got here. Sorry to interrupt, but when the baby wants something, the baby gets something. Right, Sheba? There you go. Good girl. Enjoy. Now, they will tell you all these candidates. And as luck would have it, every candidate they mention announces They decided to run. Why didn't you announce before the media did? How is the media that much of a psychic? They can't tell us about a plane crash before it happens. They can't tell us about the gas prices going up before it happens. They can't tell us about the grocery prices going up before it happens. But hell, they can get the candidates for president all the time. Why is that? Because all of you are easy to manipulate. I'm not raising money from anybody. You say you don't want someone who's for the rich. You want your jobs. You want the cost of living to come down. You want to be able to decide for your families. Both the Republicans and Democrats use that mantra. Give the families their right. Keep the government out of the family life. And I agree 110,000,000%. But then why is it the Republicans want to put the government into your family life if your family is not like their family? If you're not a white, Christian, straight family, then you have no rights. Look what Trump is doing with DEI. Look what Trump is doing with immigration. Look what Trump is doing with women in the military, transgendered in the military. When you don't serve in the military like Trump didn't serve, you have no right, literally no right, to comment about the soldiers and who is qualified to be a soldier. If they fight for this country, I don't care what their race, religion, orientation, gender, I don't care about any of that. They serve their country. And what do they say? About 1% of Americans serve their country? And I'm not complaining about the numbers, but when you have 1% of Americans serving their country, and then the other 99% has a large group mixed in with it who is questioning their service, I say, F you. It's like either shut up and serve or get out of the way. Don't stand here telling me what it takes for the code of conduct for the military. When Donald Trump signs an American flag, he autographed an American flag. That goes against the code. You do not sign an American flag. You might as well use it as a toilet paper rag at that point. It's worth the same with Donald Trump's signature on it. Trump does not make this country what it is. The people make this country what it is. If you want to put the people first, then put a regular person in the White House. The Congress, both House and Senate, we got to clear them up too. We can start slow with them. The president should be able to ask for what he needs. His cabinet should tell him how to accomplish it. And then the Congress should vote on that. If the Congress turns down the president, they might be justified. I'm not saying that they're not. What part of it do they have a problem with? Let's meet in the middle. Remember that classic line item veto that they want but don't want, then want again but don't want again? A line item veto can solve every problem. If you don't like something in it, cut that one thing out. Just make this a better country. But see, both Republicans and Democrats want to control you. I don't want to control you. Yes, I'm running as a Democrat. But I'm not running for that because I'm a Democrat. No. They rigged the election. Only a Democrat or Republican will win. It's just common sense. They just rigged it. You can't get on the ballot if you're not party affiliated. And if you're an independent, good luck on running for president. You might get city council or mayor. And then you stand a really slim chance of getting in the Congress. What do they got? One, maybe two independents? Wow, what a swing vote. So it's a stop putting the rich first. Screw Elon Musk. He's rich enough as is. And he didn't even create anything. He just bought the companies. I want the people, like Donald Trump says, I prefer a person, like, remember when he said about the military? I prefer those who were not captured when he was talking about John McCain. Screw him. I prefer the businesses who put the people first. Yes, I want them to make all the money in the world, but not at our expense. Not as a customer, not as a worker, not as a client. Let them make all the money. I wipe their ass with a gold bar. I don't care. Just not where you're on food stamps just to make Elon more money.